Hey guys. Welcome to Sunday Afternoon Dooger. Shout out to Tessa. All the music was from Tessa Violet's album, My God. All of her music's good though. You should just listen to all of her music. It's great. I think I'm going to move the camera down a little bit more. It looks a little weird to me. That's a little, sure. It's a little better. Yeah, why not? I was surprised. Guess what? Chicken butt. No, just kidding. I painted my office. Yay, we did it. And it looks nice. I think the color looks good. I'm very happy with it. Thank you. Sweats. I had to just keep saying to myself, if it doesn't look good on camera, I can always paint over it. It's not a big deal. But by the time I was done painting it, I was like, God, I hope it looks okay on camera. Yeah, I like it. I think it's really pretty. Thanks, gang. Yeah, it's good. We're working on it. I tried to also get my bookshelf in here, but that hasn't happened yet. Did you just do the wall that's in view of the camera? I mean, I did. This back wall is the only wall that's this color, and then these are like. You can see it better if I'm not there. It's like fake plant panels, which are fun because I can just like squirrel like weird little shit in there because it's mesh in the back. And like seasonal stuff and like, you know, other fake flowers or whatever. So it should be fun. And it counts as sound insulation. It is a textured wall. We love those. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, could I put some Smiskies in there? I think I could, but I think I'd have to, like, zip tie them. Or, like, really finagle them in there. We'll see. Yes! My wife started reading Ore Monogatari. She loves it so far. Thanks for the recommendations. I love the follow-up. I'm so glad your wife likes it. We did it, chat. We suggested a good mango. Yeah, it's like, I think it winds up reading like a softer version of, because when we streamed in the dining room, right? Everybody was like, I love this color. But I think this is like a much calmer version of that same sort of thing, you know? So yeah, I'll have to find somewhere else to use this paint, but that shouldn't be hard. I've got just a little bit left of the paint. So I got to put it somewhere. I'm thinking about where the windows are, you know, there's like a lip, right, that leads to the actual window, like the windowsill, but because they're at an angle, it feels weird to call it a sill. But I'm thinking about painting like the inside of the windowsill areas. I think that could be cool. I would be the only one that got to appreciate that, but I still think it would be cool. The window tilt, yeah. You know the window tilt that's around all windows? Clarky did help. She did very well. Yeah, she helped a lot. I did all of the taping. She did some of the like edge painting, but she got really fed up because she wanted to use the roller so bad. She was like, can I please paint with the roller? And I was like, fine. And she did really well with it, yeah. But at a certain point, she was like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore, which is super fair for a 5-year-old. Also, one of her back molars is starting to come in. She was like, Mommy, there's something weird in my mouth. And we had just started eating. So I said, well, is it like food? Like, did food get stuck in a weird part of your mouth? And she was like, no, it does not feel like food. I was like, what does it feel like? And she was like, I don't know. It feels hard. So she like opened her mouth and I put a flashlight in there and looked and it's a tooth popping out. I was like, oh my God. But I felt like that was so early. I feel like it's so early for that. So I, immediately, of course, Googled it. And I guess around 6 years old is when kids are supposed to start getting their back molars. So it's not that early. A new tooth just dropped. Life's different now, dude. She was like, oh my gosh, I really got to start eating healthier. So what do you mean? She goes, well, because sometimes when I eat sweet things, they get stuck in my teeth, and I don't want sweet things getting stuck in my new tooth. That extension lead going across the floor openly would really bother me. Well, if it helps, this will be shocking, I know. This is not done. If you mean just in day-to-day life, I don't mind because I don't walk along here. I don't mind this being here. The wall's literally right there, and I don't go this direction to leave, so it's like not a big deal. But if you mean aesthetically, don't worry about it, dude. None of this is still gonna be here. It's all gonna be different. I was thinking about like cable organizing though. Because pretty much any time I move my PC, I think to myself, is this going to be it? Is this going to be the time when I finally organize my cables? And the answer is no. Although it is still my old PC. And maybe when I plug in my new PC, maybe then it'll be the time for me. It won't. I won't do it. I definitely won't do it. How about that chair? This man who broke on the way over. I'll never forget that. Free being like, I don't know if that chair is going to make it to your new office. And I was like, it'll be fine. And literally broke in the car. Incredible. I can't believe this awful chair is still with us. He's a fighter. He's really hanging on. And no, I will not take responsibility for any of it. It's this guy. Who does he think he is? Why is he still in my house? Give it to the cats. I have thought before, if I swapped chairs, I will swap chairs. One day when I swap chairs. This would be a good chair to just be like, here, animals, feel free to sit. Let the chair go to the farm, but this is the farm. I don't know why that tickled me. We are not completely out of the old house now. Sam still works at the other house. But I think he's gonna start taking stuff over. Yeah, the day that I'm like, guys, it's finally time. I think I'm done streaming. I'm gonna like retire from being online. Thanks so much for all the good times. Also, as a side note, I've bought a new chair. Yeah, in 4 days, I think. 3 days, 4 days, something like that. We will be having all of our electrics fixed. Do you think you'll fully retire someday? Yeah. I think I'll hit a point where I'm like, I don't want to be perceived anymore, you know? I think that'll be what it is. It won't be like I'm sick of streaming or anything. It'll be like I just don't want to be observed anymore. I'm too old for that shit. I don't want people looking at me, you know? Yeah, exactly. I've lived so much of my life in the limelight. I will retire to the shadows one day. Yeah. And my, I don't know, great grandchild will come on here and be like, we don't know where she is. Guys, really thought it was important that we give you an update. Grandma Doogs, formerly known as Dex Bonus, has gone missing. We have no idea where she is. Wherever she is, I hope she's happy. She walked into the woods, yeah. She just walked into the woods and became dust. But she just made a video saying she was buying a new chair. What the hell? A new chair for what? Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, what'll actually happen is I'll make a huge deal out of it. I'll like get my whole family together and I'll be like, guys, it's time. I need a change. I'm going to be leaving. You know, don't try to stop me. I'll be like really belligerent about it. And then I'll walk into the woods. And if anybody tries to follow me, they'll realize that if you just walk like, I don't know, 50 yards, there's just a yurt in the woods. And I'm literally just right next door. Like, it's different for me. I'm old. Yeah. Yeah. Or it'll just be me again on video going, yeah, she's gone. I'm her granddaughter. Yeah, at my age, 50 yards might as well be 50 miles. You'll have to age really well. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I don't know how long I can keep it going for, but yes. Mm-hmm. You're right. I have to record it now. You're absolutely right. I have to record the video now. My singing teacher found one of the old, like, me and Sam videos that everybody gets recommended a million times a year. And she was like, Sam looks so different. He looks like a totally different guy. I was like, I know, yeah. He like made a whole aesthetic change and everything. And she was like, and you look exactly the same. I was like, okay, thank you. Do you know about how old your audience is? I do. My audience is mostly, if we're gonna do like gender demographics of the people that identify as male, they are my age, and of the people that identify as female, they are typically slightly younger than me. But I don't have like an abnormally older or younger audience. It's like right around, it's like, you know, mid 20s to mid 30s. is the primary demographic. I know a bunch of you are going to be like, I'm 87. That's fine. But if we're talking about like analytics demographics, that's primarily who watches me. Yeah. I'm 87 billion. Oh my God. No one can beat that. That's an insane age. That's incredible. And in terms of the split is like pretty down the middle. It used to be primarily male, but it's like kind of half and half now. It fluctuates a little bit depending on what's like going on in my life, but it's mostly like a half and half demographic at this point. And majority of my viewers, not surprisingly, are from the United States, the United Kingdom, and Sweden. Sweden, I think, is number 3. We do like being online. Is that why? I'm 21. How long have you been 21? Say it out loud. I started watching you in Bulgaria, but now I'm in Spain. You can't catch me. Oh my God. A true wild card. The ones that really surprise me are the viewers that are from East Asia. I don't know why. I'm always really shocked when somebody's like, hi, I'm watching from Thailand or something. Like, really? I have no concept of what time it is in Thailand, but thank you for being here. Where my China peeps at? I always wonder how many people are younger than the stats say to get around age restrictions. I don't know. I don't know how much that would really like inflate numbers. It definitely wouldn't inflate like the age range that I'm talking about. I don't think there's a single, well, there's probably a couple, but like, I don't think the majority of young teens, you know, say that we're talking specifically about like preteens and, you know, like 10, 11-year-olds, whatever. I don't think that they would go, I'm going to say I am 27. I think in their like, I get to be whatever age I want fantasy, they're probably like 20, you know, 18, 19, 20 sort of thing. Anyway, in general, I don't think that like inflates the numbers too badly. I would be surprised if it did. Yes, true. If you say in chat that you're underage, we have to take action. It's against TOS, so don't joke about it. Like under the age that you need to be to have an account is what we're saying. I'm very excited for Sunforged today. I'm very jazzed. What's next for the office build? Getting the shelf in here. So the shelf will be like here-ish, you know, whatever. Putting a little coffee something right here. Yeah, it's blurry, but this is like a little mushroom boy and there's a little pumpkin there. So, you know, we'll make it feel real autumnal in here. I recently rewatched your Until Dawn playthrough. I forgot how that went. It was chef's kiss. It certainly went. Man, people loved that playthrough. I need to do more stuff with Sam. We're so goofy together. I have like an hour left of the first episode. I believe in you. Are you going to repaint the office every season? No. I like my just general life to feel autumnal, so I don't have any plans to repaint the office. But again, like I was saying, with this like plant panel wall, it'll be easy enough to put like little fake flowers and weird shit in it to sort of like represent the season if we want. I think there's some fun stuff we can do with that. I have 2 hours left. Maybe I should go watch it. I give you leave. I won't be offended if you vanish right now to finish Sunforged. I was watching the Dropbox VOD. It was super fun seeing all the old animations. And I also actually have one of those thank you cards from forever ago. It was neat seeing the art that came up. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, it was really cool looking at all that old Danny stuff. I think Sunforge starts at 8:30. I think it's meant to start at 9. I think the boys requested that it start at 9. I can double check it for you, though. Love the color. Thank you. There's not really anything exciting aside from we painted the wall and I love it. And this wall, you can't see very much of it, but this wall is entirely, well, this like section of the wall is all like fake plant panels. Yeah, we had a conversation after Sunforged last week. And Joe was basically like, hey, would it be easier for everybody if we started at 9? Because Tomato and Sam are like doing their snow plowing, whatever the fuck. That shit. They're doing their shit, you know, and then like raiding into it. So Joe was asking like, would 9 p.m. be preferable? 9 p.m. is definitely preferable to me. So we'll see. We'll see what he says. I've asked, so. Is your desk basically sitting in the middle of the room? No. No, no, because the wall isn't that far away. I don't know if you were here for the stream where we were actually sitting on that side of the room, but this is a really long room, so. They ain't snow plowing, they trucking. Okay. I just heard they're plowing, that's all. Good chair choice. It's a terrible chair. This chair, it's awful. Thank you, though. If you love it, that's amazing. We got 2 of the same chair. Sam snapped in half like a month after he got it. And this one has broken on me so many times. So I don't know if we actually have the same chair. If we do, and yours is pristine and actually like does the job for you, that's amazing. But I hope, I really hope that you have a different chair that just happens to look like my chair. The chair of Theseus. I have the dining chair version. Nice, nice, nice. I hope so. So everyone will finally believe me. I hope one day we're streaming and the chair just fucking falls to pieces beneath me. And I can go, "Do you see? Do you see finally?" And then I'll stand up and go, at the chair. Yeah. Yes. How's the chair good at Project Diva? I think that was just a goof because the Project Diva was playing and I was not at the desk. So it was just the chair. I think. That's all that I can think of that it could be. Lol, the echo. Bro, I've echo reduced as much as I can. I've got echo reduction on. I've got a noise gate on. The whole ass. Sam came in here to look at the office, and he was like, "Oh, it looks really cute. It's really cozy." And then he turned around and looked at the server and was like, "But this bitch." It's like, we gotta do something about that. That's so fucking loud. I did. I painted it and added these plant panels in one day. I'm very proud of myself. I don't know what a slugstone is, so probably not. Oh, when I yelled. That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. I was like, I don't know how there's still echo. Yeah, don't worry. Don't suggest things to help. We've thought of and discussed all of them. And I don't have the strength. He came in, yeah, Sam, after I went to sleep last night, he came in here to try and use my computer because he was like, "Do you think I could use your PC to just like play some games with JP before I go to bed?" And I was like, "Sure." So he came up here and I went to sleep. And like 20 minutes later, he came into our bedroom and I woke up and I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, I'm going to go to the other house." I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know how you have set up your computer, but it doesn't make any goddamn sense and I can't get anything to work. So I'm just going to go." And I was like, oh, man. So that's fair. And I was asleep, so I didn't realize this, but he had tried to call me 4 times from inside of the office to see if he could ask me questions about how anything worked, and eventually just gave up and was like, I'm good, actually. True computer security is making everything so fucking weird that no one else can use it. It's funny because I know what to do to make everything work, and it seems intuitive to me, but that's only because I do the same thing every day, right? It's the same with Sam. When I use Sam's PC and I'm like, what's going on with all this shit? How do I make anything work? Like, it's the same. It's exactly the same. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy with the color. He wasn't trying to stream. No, he just wanted to play games, but he couldn't get. He was like, "How come your headphones don't work?" I was like, "They do work, but I've had to basically deactivate them as a thing that I can use with the PC, because if they are connected to the PC, then all of the audio gets super fucked up, and then my streams don't run very well." So he was like, "Is that a headphone issue or is that your PC issue?" And I was like, the headphones are fine. It's just the way that my PC is set up. It doesn't make any, I agree. It doesn't make any sense, but I make it work, and I'm just counting the days until I can swap to a different computer and start over and ruin something new, you know? Do you use different recording and streaming software? Yeah, all of our stuff's different. It's all different, yeah. It's not like, yeah, we have different mixers, different keyboards, mice, headsets, different everything. I might get the same mixer as him, though, because he really likes his mixer, and I've been having issues with the Babyface after having it for so many years. Mixer, I hardly know her. Beautiful. The hyper-specific setup details is relatable. I think what winds up happening is you set everything up, and then at some point, something doesn't work quite right. And you're like, that's okay. I'll just adjust it. And you adjust it. And then at a certain point, like, your computer's trying to use a different thing, right? Like a different microphone for a thing, or a different audio source for a thing. And you're like, no, don't do that. So then you have to go in and you like change some stuff so that it grabs the right thing, right? And after a few years of doing that, if you're also using multiple different programs that also use those things, it almost like layers. It's like a terrible cake, and everybody's PC has a different flavor cake, and none of them taste good. But they're definitely cake. It's a successful cake, and it works as a cake. It's, you know? It's like the MMO progression you were talking about. Like, you only start out with 3 abilities, but then by late game, you have 3 rows of abilities. Yeah. What's this program? Oh, I use that program to adjust my gain. Right. But you also have a gain filter in OBS. Yeah, because when I adjust my gain in the program, sometimes it doesn't reflect in OBS. Right. So when do you use the program? I specifically use it if I'm talking to somebody in Discord. Okay, so what if you're talking to somebody in Discord while you're using OBS? Well, then I have to sort of like adjust it a little bit if I'm like too loud on their end, right? Like it just gets stupid after a while. Sometimes you just gotta bake a new cake. That's what I'm saying. I just need to ruin a new cake, dude. Yeah. I have the audacity to move into a house and be like, who set up this fucking boiler? This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Who would do this? Who would set these things up this way? And my PC looks like this. I back up my files off of the cake and then do an OS reinstall every few years to refresh the cake. I don't know if I want a refreshed cake, but a refreshed PC sounds nice. I appreciate you sticking to the theme, though, you know. Hi, Brett. How are you, bud? I've been listening for like 5 minutes, but I just got up from a nap, so I'm really confused what cake has to do with PCs. It's okay. You don't, honestly, you don't need to, we don't need to pull you into this nonsense. So we're growing summer squash, like the big yellow zucchini, basically. And it's unbelievably good, just sauteed with garlic. That's basically just it, like garlic and a little salt. Oh my God, it's so good. And then today, my sister-in-law brought me a red cabbage from their garden, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. So I did the same thing with the cabbage, and it was amazing on top of rice. And now all I can think about is I gotta go grab me another squash, assuming that any of them are big enough. I gotta go grab me another squash and then do both. I want both together on rice. That sounds so good to me. Pickled red cabbage is incredible. I should do some pickling with this cabbage. That's a great idea. You don't mean like sauerkraut, right? Like a different sort of thing. There's always love for sale. Da, 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 behind a silver spoon. No response yet. I can't believe this. If you keep it young. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to play Lies of P. Oh my God, what's the name of that game that Sam and I played together for a sponsored thing? What was it called? Fae Farm, thank you. Fae Farm is sponsoring us again. They want to sponsor us to play tomorrow. And I was like, that's also when Lies of P comes out. Sam was like, you gotta, if you'll recall though, you started playing Fae Farm on Kraken's account. So he was like, you have to start over now and get back to where we were. I was like, no, I forgot. Paleo Pines is very fun as well. Yeah, we played only the demo, but yeah, very cute dino farm sim. Lies of P looks challenging. It was so fun. The demo was so fun that I was pissed. The demo was so long. They gave you such a long demo to play this game, and I was actually mad about it because I enjoyed it so much, and they let you play for long enough that when it wasn't the demo anymore, it was like, what the fuck do you mean? I have to now wait until the game comes out. You basically let me play hours of this game already. Anyway, we're going to play it tomorrow. So I'll feel better about it. It's fine. Maybe we'll play it tomorrow. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was like, I guess I have to buy the deluxe edition because otherwise it won't be out. What about it was so appealing to you? It's Pinocchio Bloodborne. It's Bloodborne, but you're playing Pinocchio. I don't know. There's just something fucking goofy about that. And it takes it like he's like this Timothy Chalamet ass Pinocchio man is the main character. It's actually Pinocchio. It is. It's Pinocchio. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I like the way that the ways that they incorporate that, like, you are a puppet, like fighting wise. It isn't clear to me yet, I don't think. I'm trying to remember if it was. The demo was a little bit ago, but the game gives you lots of opportunities to lie. And we were talking about, and don't answer this if you know, because obviously some of you have already played the game now. We were talking about, like, to lie is in the original Pinocchio story, right? Or at least, like, the sort of Pinocchio-esque thing that we know of, right? To lie is to not be, like, to be naughty, right? And in Pinocchio, he's trying to prove that he's a good boy and he deserves to be a real boy, right? But in this game, it feels like actually your path to being a human is to lie, because to lie is inherently human. And I find that aspect of the game really interesting, especially because I don't have a full grasp of, like, how it affects you to lie or not yet, because I haven't played enough of it. But I find that conversation really interesting. Yeah, it's gothic Victorian steampunky Pinocchio. And it's great. I wonder how the devs came up with the idea to combine Pinocchio with that kind of setting and gameplay. I don't know. I do think that sometimes thought experiments become actual projects. And a common thought experiment to do is just to take two random things and be like, if I was going to combine these two things, how would I do it? You know, in a story, in a comic, in a game, whatever. If I was given these two elements, what would I do with them? You know, and potentially it could be as simple as, it just came up like if you were gonna soulsify or bloodborneify like a kid's story, which one would you do? And it spitballed from there potentially. Also, yeah, they actually can do Pinocchio. Alice in Wonderland gets all kinds of weird treatment. Alice doesn't need more. I will never forget finding the demo for that Alice in Wonderland dating sim. Because it was like a full-on visual novel. There was somebody on Tumblr, I think, who was like translating it and then releasing the demo. And I was like, sure, I'll play it. So I played it. And sure, everyone's hot in it. You can date basically anybody in the game. But every single one of them is listed as a sadist. And I was like, I don't know where this game is going, but I don't know if I want to play it. Like every character has like a little block that's like about this character, and every single one of them was listed as a sadist. Why? What's the point of a dating sim if they're all gonna like come at you the same way, you know? I don't remember what it was called. This was like way back when I was playing like Remember Me and stuff. Long time, like 8 or 9 years. I have no idea if anybody ever actually like fully translated that game or if the game even came out. Hold on. Alice in Wonderland dating sim. Lost Alice. Shall we date? Is this it? No. Nope. But there's that apparently. Nope, that's not it. It looks like the most popular one is called Lost Alice. But it is not the same game. Alice in the Country of Hearts? No, this isn't it either. Yeah, I don't know that it ever released. I have no idea. I didn't continue following it because it felt like every single character had the same personality and it was really strange. In Wonderland? That's strange, right? They're all so fucking weird. Let them be weird. They don't have to all be like, what are you doing? The dev had a type, for real. Honestly, I think that happens more often than we acknowledge. That you play a dating sim and you're like, there's something similar about all of these dating options. Why is that? Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. It's the only life I know, street life. For a second, I thought you said Satanist. Instead of sadist. I was like, what word sounded like Satanist? We got there, though. I figured it out. Satanist would have been less weird. In Wonderland, again, I'm sorry. There are some things that would be weird in Wonderland, yeah. Can you imagine? Oh my God. It's like the PragerU version of Wonderland. You're just Alice, a sweet little Christian girl, and you get whisked off to a land of hedonism where everyone just talks about Satan all the time. They should make that. I'd play that. Incredible. Hi, Summer. Could you still date them? Absolutely not. Well, maybe. If they repent. I don't know. It's turning into a good time. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, the color turned out really nice, didn't it? I'm very happy with it. Poor Alice. She just didn't know what she was getting into, dude. Caterpillar smoking the devil's lettuce makes a lot more sense now. Yeah. Reefer madness, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What did Alice do? Why did she get transported there? What sin did she commit? Maybe when she first gets there, she's like, this is great. I can do whatever I want. And then at a certain point, she realizes that her soul is more important than that, you know? For clarity, I'm not making fun of anyone's religion. I am making fun of the Christian media that gets put out sometimes, though, because it is objectively hilarious sometimes. Since she committed was milk, then cereal. Oh my gosh. I remember that in the commandments. Dante's Inferno, but it's Alice in Wonderland. This is what I'm talking about. See, this is the thought experiment we're talking about. Somebody did that with Lies of P. They were like, what if Pinocchio, but edgy, but Timothée Chalamet, but Bloodborne, you know? This is how it happens. there is an edgy Alice in Wonderland game that's like quite a few years old. Alice Madness Returns. American McGee's Alice. Yeah, there we go. Has anyone ever done the opposite? Taken an originally dark story and made it cuddly and cute? Yeah. Basically, every fairy tale gets turned into something much less horrifying now. Yeah. Warhammer 40K kids books. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I don't need those. We were talking about One Piece because Sam has taken the dive, right? He's watching One Piece now. And there's a part, I'm trying to think of how to talk about this without spoiling it, but there's a part pretty early on where I was like, oh, have you seen this part before? And Sam was like, yeah, this happens, right? And I was like, no, this happens. And in the live action, I was correct. And he was like, oh, you must have known that was going to happen in the live action. And I was like, but I haven't seen the live action yet. What do you mean? And it turned out that it was something that was changed. Sorry, this is like a convoluted way to talk about it. But like, it turned out that it was something that was changed for the anime because the manga was too gruesome. It was a situation in the manga that was like too much for TV, they thought. So they changed it in the anime. And so it came full circle where they changed it back to the manga version in the live action. We were both so confused because I was like, I remember this story. I know how this goes. And he was like, I literally just watched this episode. That's not how it goes. But yeah, sometimes things just get changed. Yeah, not to necessarily be cuddly and cute, like you said, but just to be more like palatable, you know? Have you seen Only Murderers in the Building? No. Oh, Only Murders. Only Murders in the Building. On Disney Plus. What is it? Mystery comedy drama television series. Plot follows three strangers played by Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. With a shared interest in true crime podcasts, they become friends while investigating suspicious deaths in their affluent Upper West Side apartment building and produce their own podcast about the cases. No, I've never heard of this. When did this come out? 2021. Hi, Sin. How are you, dude? I just saw the first season and it's very good. It's so freaking good. Okay, I'll have to watch it. Yeah. Sam and I were talking about a long time ago. Sam came. I think he even talked about this on stream. A long time ago, Sam came into my office and saw that I was listening to a podcast about like, you know, some true crime bullshit, or like, you know, it was like a girl who murdered her boyfriend or whatever. And Sam did the stereotypical like, oh, should I be worried? You know? And I was like, ha ha ha. And we were talking about that recently because he was like, do you still listen to stuff like that? And I was like, honestly, not really, because true crime stuff has gotten so like, the way that people who want to make true crime content treat the actual people and situation that is involved in the thing they're making content of is so gross. And it keeps happening over and over and over again. Like, it got to a point where I was like, I can find all of these things and these stories really interesting, but like I have to at a certain point acknowledge the fact that like the sort of podcasters and YouTubers and things that are making content about this are like exploitative, you know? Have you stopped listening because you already learned enough about how to kill my boyfriend? I gotta kill him before Sam finds him, otherwise. Yuck, 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 yuck. You're welcome. That was the only goof that I could make there. Have you seen the TikToks about guys in the Roman Empire? Yeah, we were talking about it. Not yesterday, because I didn't stream yesterday, so it must have been 2 days ago. We were talking about that, and everyone in chat was like, I never think about the Roman Empire. I'm an everyday guy at least once a week. I don't understand. And at this point, I have to believe that it's a goof and no one actually thinks about the Roman Empire. The female Roman Empire thing is murder. I refuse to believe otherwise. I like that you put murder in all caps. Yeah, here's the thing is like people will say, yeah, I think about it often, but it's because I study history. Or, yeah, I think about it often, but it's because I play a lot of games that have that as a setting. Or, yeah, I think about it often, but, right? It's the people who are like, yeah, I think about it all the time, and I have literally nothing in my life that has anything to do with the Roman Empire. I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. It's because I watched Gladiator once. Nice. Murder, Greek mythology, or the Titanic? I don't know what to do other than shake my head. I do think about it, but I'm a girl and I'm also Italian. We mostly do talk about how great we were once. I watched that bathhouse anime once. I'm thinking about it daily because the meme keeps popping up. Yeah, that is fair, for sure. The meme is self-propagating. It's like the game. No one cared about the game until people made you care about the game. Yeah, you've all lost the game now. You're welcome. Also, shout out to anyone in chat that never experienced the game or losing the game. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that you missed out on that part of history. I want to quit the game. You can't quit the game. The only way to win was to never play. Man. Snaps, you know? Kids these days don't know the game. Kids these days shouldn't know the game. They shouldn't know. Just like when a kid has to use a rotary phone. They shouldn't know how that works. Dukes just brought everyone in chat that was unaware of the game into the game. No! I can't be the one who did this. Don't put that on me. Lives ruined. I teach English as a foreign language. We keep having to teach kids the time using an analog clock. And my poor teens. I was really surprised. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Most people have digital clocks, primarily. It makes sense. I was really surprised to hear that there's like an entire generation that gets confused by analog clocks. Again, not making fun of them. It's the world we're in, right? There's just way more digital clocks than there are analog clocks. But I think I was surprised by it because Clark has learned how to read an analog clock, and I'm wondering if they've like prioritized teaching these kids how to read an analog clock because so many kids don't know how to read them now, apparently. It surprises me if I say something like a quarter till and they don't know what I mean. Oh my God. Somebody made a video about this. They were talking to their teenager and something was on TV and they said, change the channel. And their teenager was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that. And then they got into a conversation about it and he was like, oh, so it's kind of like when you say hang up the phone. And in that moment, I realized that hang up the phone doesn't mean anything anymore because we don't hang up phones. So you're welcome. Now you're all with me thinking about that. It is true. We don't, yeah. Phones used to hang up on the wall, and you would hang the phone up on the like bit with the numbers and the shit. Psychic damage. The phone cradle. Yeah, you put it in the phone cradle. Gas stations that still say lift handle. Why wouldn't they say lift handle? I'm missing something here. I feel like I still lift a handle. Explain roll down the window. Roll down the window is another really good one. Oh my God. That's a really good one. Roll down the window, because originally it wasn't a button that you pressed for the window to just come down. It was a crank, and you would do this, and you would roll it to get the window to come down. The first car that I was ever in had a roll down window. Sorry. You know when you start reading something and you think it's actually going to be helpful, and then it's a goof and it catches you so off guard. Stuff like that's really cool though. Like that's a fun like language thing to think about. Is terms like that have persisted and whether or not they're going to eventually change. They have to, right? If teenagers now are getting confused by those phrases, they'll probably shift in some way. But there are some things that we say now that people make entire careers out of, making videos and stuff and being like, why do we say this? It's because in the fucking 600s, there was a horse one time, like there's sometimes those sorts of phrases persist. So it'll be interesting to see which of these phrases stick around for some reason, Dandy Beans, what a good name. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much for subscribing. What do people say instead of hang up the phone now? I'm so old, I'm gonna die. I think they just say end the call or something similar to that, right? We say hang up. I still say hang up. Are you guys teenagers? We're talking about what do teens say? Also, hello, fellow kids. No, so the situation is you're sitting next to your friend's on the phone, which, by the way, they don't do this anymore either, because this isn't what phones look like. But anyway, fuck it. I'm in my 30s. I can do this. So you're on the phone. Your friend's on the phone. You're sitting next to them. You're like, get off the phone, right? Maybe that's what you say. Get off the phone. But how would you say end your call? That's the question. I would say hang up and I'm 19. Nice. Maybe hang up will stand the test of time. I'm just saying, I specifically would want to know from teenagers what they would say. This chat is the wrong demographic for teen knowledge. It is. We found that out earlier. We talked about that earlier. But shout out to the 19-year-old who gave us their insight. Appreciate you. Is Sam's demographic younger? I have no idea. No clue. But we share a pretty high number of viewership. So I would guess his age demographic is around the same as mine. He just gets the D-gens. And I also get the D-gens, but they try to behave. Thanks, guys. I'm only 21, but this talk is still making me feel like I'm going to wither away. Oh. Do you want me to say the classic stuff that people who are like not even that much older than you love to say, like, oh man, your life is just beginning. To all of the teens and early 20s out there, oh my God, you have so much of your life ahead of you. That's so exciting. I know stuff that feels like it's so hard now, but like, man, you're going to do some amazing stuff. It's going to be incredible. You know what's annoying is I actually believe that, but I remember what it was like to be a teenager and hear that shit and be like, shut up. My life, you don't understand what my life is like, you know? When you're in the moment. If somebody who's like in their 50s says that sort of thing to me, I'm like, I'm entrenched in shit right now. Like, I'm in shit currently. Thank you very much though. But in all seriousness, I know a lot of you are going to leave. I know a lot of you are going to leave, but I'm going to say it anyway. In all seriousness, things can absolutely get better. And there are a lot of things that I was struggling with when I was in my late teens and in my early 20s that felt like they were going to be around forever. And there's stuff that I struggled with when I was a kid that I literally have only started dealing with after having my own child, because I had to just like come face to face with that shit. But like, things 100% can get so much better, and they will get so much better. And if you're already just like living the high life and you're like, I don't need things to get better, I'm crushing it. I love that for you. SB Special, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just started dealing with addiction and I'm doing amazing now. Congratulations. We've talked a lot about addiction on my channel, actually. That is rough. That is so hard. But we are all rooting for you. That's amazing. Really, I must have missed that. What, me talking about addiction? Yeah. I grew up with a lot of addiction around me. My dad has been a lifelong addict to multiple things. And I'm extremely proud of him. He's been off alcohol for years. He had he kept getting prescribed like really high painkillers, and it, you know, and he's worked really, really hard to to combat that and to fight it. And he's, I think, happier than I've ever seen him. He's doing amazing. So seriously, like, you can struggle with it for so long and still be able to come out of it and be living an amazing life. So my dad's in his 70s. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Yeah, for sure. I think you're right. I think it also helps that, like, the way that people just talk about addiction now is different, you know, and the education around addiction is different. I think it's easier. I want to believe it's easier to get the help and the support that you need, you know. Yeah, mental health in general. Yeah. We're all learning, which is awesome. And the more that we learn, the more that we can be better support to the people in our lives that need us, and the easier it is for us to figure out what it is that we need in order to help ourselves, you know. Anywho, just sending you all big hugs, that's all. Are we gaming this stream? No. We never game on a Sunday afternoon, Doogs. We just chat. We just sit and we chat for a bit. And then I go be a mama. And then I do Sunforged. And then I do Sunforged now. I'm so excited. I am at the farm, yeah. I just painted the wall yesterday and put these like fake plant panels in. Shit's coming together. I'm very happy. Sunforged! But tomorrow we're planning on playing Lies of P. And Sam and I are also sponsored to play Fae Farm at some point tomorrow, so. Yeah, this little mushroom guy. There's a pumpkin there as well, but it blends in with the wall, especially with the fuzziness. Thank you. Is the sponsored stream in the evening? It might have to be if we're doing Lies of P for a like normal stream. I'll ask Sam. I'll see if he wants to do it earlier in the day. Will Lies of P start from the start, or does the demo progress save? I don't know. Any of you who have played it that also played the demo, does it let you pick up from where you left off in the demo, or do you have to start over? I'd probably want to start over anyway, just for anybody that didn't watch the demo, but... Demo won't save, but your experience is what's important, really. It's non-transferable. I'm fine with that. Cool. I had our company day at work and wore a badge that said, "Show me your pets," and the results were awesome. I love that. I bought Sam and I a new vacuum. It's like one of those light wireless ones. Because I figured if we're able to just like grab it really quickly and just zip around and then put it back, we'll probably vacuum more often. So far, that has absolutely been the case. No, it's not a Dyson. It's not one of the like big brands, but it's been great so far. I'm trying to remember what the brand is, but yeah, it's been great. I love it. But when I told Sam, when I was like, hey, I bought us a new vacuum because we keep complaining about the old one and it's a big monster and sucks to cart around to vacuum stuff. He immediately showed me a video of a bunch of people at a party. Some of you have probably seen this video of a bunch of people at a party, and the caption is like, this is what partying in your 30s is like. And there's obviously like a huge house party going on, but everyone is crowded around to watch this person's like mop vac. And they like to squirt a bunch of like mustard and things on the ground, and the person uses the vacuum and pulls back, and it's all like perfect and beautiful, and it does like zoom ins on everyone going, oh. It's so funny. But yeah, no, we didn't get like a Dyson or a Shark or any of those. Because to be honest, last time that I spent a lot of money on a vacuum, it was kind of a pain in the ass. It really was not worth the money. So I was kind of like, I'm just gonna find because people are making, lots of different companies now are making versions of like, you know, a wireless light vacuum. Like, I'm just going to find one that isn't one of the big brand names that has good reviews and see if we like it. And so far, we really like it, so. I forget who, but there was a streamer who did a joke about his new vacuum, and it immediately broke on stream. Incredible. How often do you think about the Roman Empire, but it's actually just the vacuum? How often do I think about vacuums? You know what's a stream clip that I think about all the time? Is that guy who, like, after what was it months or years? I don't know. The guy who reveals that the fridge in the background of his stream was cardboard or something like that. What is that video? God, I need to find that. Wait. Cardboard fridge stream. You want the truth? Is it this? There is no fridge. There is no fridge. Oh my God. Yeah, it's this. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna watch it together. It's too funny, dude. Okay. I haven't seen this clip in forever. All right, ready?
Okay, someone put their persona pointing a gun at me and said, "Show us what's inside the fridge, Wayne." You want the truth? You want the truth? You want the fucking truth? Oh, there is no fridge! I lied! never real.
So good. What's the name of that video? Look up, there is no fridge. That's literally all you have to type in and it pops up. There is no fridge. The other one where a commenter tells the female streamer to go back to the kitchen. She turns around, lowers a green screen, and reveals that she is in the kitchen and goes, "Joke's on you." Yes, that is also reminding me of yet another one where somebody used a green screen and had a picture of their room clean. And so lowered the green screen, and it was the exact same room, but like messy, which is incredible. Like the effort, it's so good. I know, people are clever. The weird reverse effort. Yeah. You know, when your brain's like, I don't want to do this, but I will put in an equal amount or more effort to do this other thing that goofs on the first thing that I should be doing. Yes. Oh my God, Ectrix, you're right. There is another one where there's a cat in it, and when the green screen gets lowered, the cat is still literally in that spot. How do we know you've painted your room? That's so true. I'm not gonna go back there and touch it. So you just have to wonder. Yeah, I painted it green in much the same way that we were just discussing. Someone might put too much effort in to not have to put effort into the original thing. I painted it chroma key green so that I can just make it whatever color I want. Me too. Yeah, I'd be really impressed. But like, look how clean these edges are. Goodness. Oh, part of the retirement plan. Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna pop a green screen down. It's just gonna be the woods behind me. Joke's on you. I already ran away. And you'll never find me. And then the stream goes down. And she never streamed again. That would be fucked up, but also, like, can you imagine? That would be amazing. What a way to go. Yeah. Be streaming just like this. It looks exactly the same. But then I take the green screen down and I'm in the woods and I go, and now it's time to say goodbye. And I get up and I walk off until you can no longer see me. And a hidden ghostly hand ends the stream. And then I never stream again. Tamto has had similar final stream ever ideas. Tomato hasn't even been streaming that long, dude. He's already like, I've got plans. Yeah. And then I have to say to Sam, okay, you need to pretend that you never met me, that we never got married. You have no idea who I am. If you and Sam never met, where would you be right now? I don't know, dude. Still not in England, I'll tell you that. I would still be in America. I can almost guarantee that. I don't know if I'd still be in LA. Probably. I don't know that I would have had a reason to leave. Because I had such a strong base of friends, you know. So yeah, I'd probably still be in Los Angeles. Yeah, still, still hosting weird game and anime stuff. I have a lot of friends with babies out there now, so, I'd probably be big auntie vibes. Who knows, though? I met Sam, 9 years ago? Almost 10 years ago, something like that. So, that's a lot of time, right? I could have smooched somebody by then. It could be running your own coast to coast AM. That's my actual retirement plan. That's my actual retirement plan, dude. Here we go. Green screen down, walk off into the distance, stream off. I never stream again, but there's an ARG that's hidden in everything. And the final bit of the puzzle is a radio station. And the radio station is just me being like, aliens! I hope alternate universe Dooger's doing well. Me too. I bet she's good. I bet she's doing fine, yeah. But, this Dooger's doing good, so I'm happy for her. Yeah, this is because when, Ignite has kind of exploded, not in a good way, in a bad way. But when the Ignite servers started up and everybody was like, oh my God, are you finally going to dip your toes into GTA? I was like, you know what I would love to do is just be like a weirdo on the radio. To have a character that just goes in there and doesn't actually interact with anybody. I just choose a spot and I start a radio show and I just talk about crop circles for 3 hours and then then I log off. Yeah, exactly. You have other players call in with, real stories. Be very good. AU or Duke and Jesse are banjo playing moonshiners. Now the AUs are getting out of control, dude. These are some big AUs now. We've discussed the AU where all of us are professors at a university, of course, a classic. I will never forget when Sam visited my hometown for the first time and we had the radio on. And Sam was like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I can't understand what anybody is saying on here. It's because there's like Southern accents and then there's like just sort of like backwoods accents, you know? And there are definitely areas of Oregon that have like pretty strong backwoodsy accents. And a guy had called into the radio. We were listening to the radio, and a guy had called in and like told this really long story about his dog and the war and something. And the other guy was like, "Yeah, absolutely," you know. But the guy who had called in, Sam was like, I can't understand anything that this guy is saying." Frontier gibberish. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens, because a place like Oregon, the primary accent in Oregon is like a really basic bitch American accent, right? It's like the standard American accent. It is flat. There's nothing exciting about it. But there are going to be some areas where people have a twang. And you're like, where did the twang come from? I have no idea. Got it from the twang shop. In a coffee shop AU, who runs the coffee shop and who are the regulars? I would be a barista. I wouldn't run it, but I would be a barista for sure. I would be constantly trying to convince the owner that we needed to turn it into a cat cafe. And they keep saying no, but I just keep like bringing cats in there. And they're like, you can't do that. It's a health hazard. That would be an episode. That would be, if this was a sitcom AU, you know, that would be one of the episodes. Krendor comes in all the time, but only orders ice. Jesse runs it. Okay, that works. Yeah, Jesse runs the coffee shop. But I'm the one who's there all the time and making the coffee and stuff. And so I just make bad judgment calls just because I think that they're fun. And then he shows up and goes, you can't do that! Mm-hmm. D&D campaign when? What, the coffee shop AU D&D campaign? Oh my God. We did, so Emily ran our like 4-session post office campaign. She was like, I really want to do this post office thing. It'll literally just be like a slice of life. You know, I just want to do like a 4-session, like silly thing where everybody works in a post office, and the post office, all of the mail is delivered by corgis and everybody gets their own corgi. And we were like, sounds great. And we were trying so hard to overcomplicate it. It was so funny because the big mystery of it was like, where does all the mail keep going? A bunch of mail keeps going missing. And we went into like the depths of the post office basically and found this big pool of water, and the corgis were all like dumping mail into the water, and we were like, someone's mind controlling the corgis. And in the end, it was just that corgis aren't good at delivering mail, and they're just doing whatever they want with the mail because it's fun. And that's why it keeps going missing. She was like, I wasn't lying, guys. It's not exciting. It's a slice of life. It wasn't an exciting reason. It was very funny. But that was the campaign that I played Michael in. And I didn't bite a single person. Unfortunate. But anyway, yeah, we could do a short coffee shop AU. Am I missing context for why you had to mention you didn't bite someone? Oh, sorry. Michael is based off of a past character, Michael, who is a vampire. And so when I had to make Michael in 5e, I made a dampier. And I kept thinking to myself, am I going to have an opportunity to bite somebody? And I did not. Dungeons and Dark Roast. That's so good. Wait, can I steal that? If this ever happens, will you allow me to use that title? That's so good. Yes, please. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy shit. That's such a good name. I'm also writing your name down so I don't forget that you came up with this because it's so good. Dungeons and Dark Roast. Are you kidding me? That's so good. My girlfriend just said a coffee shop AU is the girl equivalent of the Roman Empire. Stop this! I have heard of Legends and Lattes, and I've never read it, but I've heard it's very cute. Here, it's just like a really cute, comfy fantasy book. When did streaming move to the farm? I've been away for too long. Oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. I'm so excited. We started streaming from the farm exclusively a week ago. And yesterday I painted this wall, so that's new. Are you excited about rain? Well, I love rain, and also it's just been hot as balls, so I would love for it to just rain for a while. That sounds great. Although it sounds like my father-in-law is trying to mow right now, so maybe not the best timing for it, but what are you going to do? It does, look. You can see it better now. Yeah. It's got like... yeah, if I'm here, I'm the fuzzy one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a fake plant panels. Which is cool because you can just put shit in there. Yeah. Anyway, come back to me. Hello, welcome back. It is. Yeah, we got sent Baldur's Gate stuff. And I liked the crate, so I kept it. Street lights, you can run away from time. I still have not played Baldur's Gate since it's come out. I've played a bunch of Baldur's Gate before it came out, and I have not played any since it's been released. There's always love for sale. Da, 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 da. You have to make Gabio. I know, people have said that. I want to make Zacharias again now that so many mods are out, but I don't know. I've tried to keep my eye out, and I don't think I've seen any glasses still. I can't be Zacharias without the glasses. This poor man. Just let him see, you know? I think a glasses mod just came out. Glasses mod. Baldur's Gate. Mod request. Do glasses just not exist? Glasses, spectacles, and monocles would be very helpful. I agree. Does anyone wear glasses? Do glasses just not exist? These are threads in Reddit. It's not, I'm not immediately finding it, but that's okay. Make Wazy? I could make Wazy. I think I could make Wazy. Yeah, I think it could be big enough. Yeah, you know what's, somebody was saying, of course, there's a booba mod. You know what's a mod that I love, though, is the one that takes away people's abs. I think that's good. Why does everybody need abs? They don't, is the answer. Yeah, there's a mod that you can add that makes it so people actually have tummies and not abs. And it's great, and they look great with it. It's not my kind of mod. It is 100% my kind of mod. What are these men doing? Are they starving? Have you seen the Asterion mod that makes him look like he has Botox? I have, yeah. Trip's accessory collection seems to have glasses. I'm checking now. Glasses! Oh my gosh. There's glasses. Oh, it was literally updated yesterday. Glasses! Oh, I'm so excited. Zacharias, it's our time. It's mostly jewelry, but it's also glasses. My boy, he'll be able to see. I'm so happy for him. Yeah, because Baldur's Gate. I have seen the one that makes everyone bald, yes. Apparently an ad is running. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh, I need to get Obsidian all set up for tonight. I just realized. Because there's no place I can go. Street life. It's the only life I know. Street life. No, I haven't learned any new sign language recently. Got to prepare for all the new info. Yeah. I think this session, at least primarily, is going to be a redacted. So I'm not too worried about it, but you never know. You never know when it's going to be important for me to be like, who the fuck was that person? It looked like mostly redacted. Big redacted. Yeah, I think it'll probably be redacted, so. Any plans for your hair? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair right now. I feel like I've gotten to the point now where it's like, it's at a length that I don't hate, but I think it needs to be like, it just needs a little shaping, you know? It would make sense, since I already like missed my appointment and wound up growing it out this long anyway. It would make a lot of sense for me to just leave it around this length for winter, for like fall, winter, and then when it starts to get warm again, I can like cut a bunch of it back again. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Look at this little boy. Look at this guy. He hurts. He looks innocent, but he hurts. He's beautiful. Thank you, Barbie. I shaved my head in January for New Year, New Me, and man, was it cold. When I got my undercut back here, when Telly did my like nape cut, yeah, that was like right in the middle of winter, and I was like, wow, it's brisk back there now. I love Obsidian. I really like it. I think it's very intuitive. If you're willing to learn a little bit of Markdown, it's really nice, I think. I haven't seen the Barbie movie. I just know all the goofs. I just know all the Barbie movie goofs, but I haven't actually seen the movie. I don't have a lot of desire to see the movie. I'm glad so many people have enjoyed it and other people have hated it, and that's fine. I don't have a huge desire to see it. Most movies don't tend to make me emotional, but damn, Barbie made me cry a few times. Interesting. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Barbie made me cry more than Oppenheimer. Oh my goodness. Speaking of like watching things, I was talking with Happily Erin, and I was talking about how, because she sent me a Good Omens thing, and I was like, are you caught up before I start talking shit, right? And she was like, no, I haven't watched season 2. And I was like, okay, watch season 2 and then get back to me. And I was like, but I get it. I still haven't watched Our Flag Means Death. And I think it's partially because like I've built it up too much. And she was like, oh my God, I also haven't watched Our Flag Means Death because I'm worried I've built it up too much. And now we're both like, should we watch it together? So Erin and I might like have a little solo watch party. And try to watch all of Our Flag Means Death so that I can finally. I'm a little nervous about watching it when the fandom is so feral because of season 2, but that's okay. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I don't think season 2 is out yet, no. Everyone's just waiting in the wings, huffing paint. Good Omens came out and everybody was like, all right, great. Now that that's done, I need I need season 2 of Our Flag Means Death. When is that happening? I need it now. Comes out start of October. Paint huffer here, and it's coming out in October. Thank you. That was very funny. Okay, I should wrap up. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me. Let me read everything off and head out. Oh my goodness. We had a Valentine. Raising Phoenix said, I'm stuck at work, pulling overtime because reasons. Thanks for keeping me sane for the rest of this shift. I feel like I've read that wrong. Thanks for keeping me sane. And for keeping me sane for the rest of this shift. Like, thanks for keeping you sane in the past and also for keeping you sane today. That's how I'm going to choose to read that. I hope you're doing good, Raising Phoenix. Raid Leader is open if anyone would like to snag it. And also, 2 days ago, too far. Avi, thank you for the gifted sub. Ectrix for the 71. Professor Funkenstein, thank you for the 7. Cookie for the 74. Zillow for the 78. Sad Old Guy for the 63. Laura for the 7. Phantom for the 53. Crazy C for the 4 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much for the support. Alcyon for the 70. Candy and Cloves for the 41. Avi for the gifted sub. Dandy Beans for subscribing. Again, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Moro Crow for the 26, Shifty Monk for the 77, SB Special, again, welcome to the Cat Gang, thank you so much. Irish Geezer for the 86, Berikato for the 35, Chiyuku for the gifted sub, Raspberry Knight for the 83, Banisteriopsis for the 100, congrats, and Loey for the 63. Thank you. All right, well, let's look, let's see. Who's doing what out here? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Carson is just starting. I'm going to send you over to Carson. Carson drew it. He's lovely. does a lot of like inking artwork and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. If you're gonna be there for Sunforged, I'll see you there. I'm so jazzed. And otherwise, tomorrow we've got 2 streams potentially, Lies of P and Fae Farm, sponsored things. So yeah, I'll try and put together a schedule tonight, maybe right before or after. I was gonna say Deadbeats, Sunforged. Okay, fantastic. All right, cool, excellent. Bye.